Welcome back. Now we're focusing on an event that's more than just about football. September is Suicide Prevention Month, and this weekend in Royal Oak, some Detroit Lions greats are working to tackle some of the stigma around the topic. Joining us now this morning over Zoom is mental health advocate and former Lions player Erik Kramer to tell us all about it. Erik, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's so great to have you on. So tell us a little bit about your own personal journey with mental health for those who might not know.
Well, it goes back, I'd say, to 1994 when I was playing with the Bears. And it was the first time in my life when I had been, shown like, hey, we want you to be the guy. And then I really wasn't performing that well and got hurt and lost a job. And was my first identification with something called anxiety and depression. So that was a little tough patch of life to deal with, but I got through it, and then had some personal tragedies along the way. Once football was over, had some more depression, and then attempted suicide myself. And fortunately, that was a great, successful, unsuccessful attempt, I'd say.
A wake-up call for sure. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. And moving now to the event, what can people expect this weekend?
So at 7:30, between 7:30 and 11 o'clock on Saturday, at Royal Oak in the Imagine Theater, we're going to have a bunch of former Lions players, including myself, and we're going to have a showing of the NFL Films feature they did on my story, which is called Erik Kramer's Ultimate Comeback. And then we're going to have a panel discussion with some of those same Lions players, former psychologist Kevin Wildenhouse, and open it up to a panel discussion not only with the people on the panel, which is going to be moderated by Bill Keenis, who's the former Lions media relations director, but we're going to open it up to questions from people in the audience. So it's going to be a nice night.
And this event, it really tackles a sensitive subject that a lot of folks can relate to. I think it's also significant that you have athletes talking about this and being
Right.
vulnerable. Why is that important to you?
Well, for one, I mean, it's my life, but then also, I think people who maybe look up to athletes as something where they're different, we're not, and we go through the same ups and downs of life that everyone else does, and I think that's it's sort of we all need oxygen, right? We all need mental health. So whereas maybe what you do in life separates people, this sort of event in an evening brings people back together and levels the playing field, I'd say.
I love that, levels the playing field. It really, we do hold athletes to a different standard, don't we? We put them on a pedestal. We expect them to be stoic and almost superhuman, but you're right. Everyone is going through so many things under the surface that you might not realize. So who will benefit from this event?
Everybody who comes. So first of all, the admission is $40 for general admission. VIPs are $80, and for those folks, there'll be a couple different opportunities to meet and greet with the players. You mentioned the former Lions players like myself and Herman Moore, Lomas Brown. Barry won't be there, but he's made a video that will be shown. And so, yeah, it's going to be, you know, that's an event that goes before and after. And so afterward, that'll be taking place back in the high roller room where there'll be some finger foods and beer and wine and a little bowling. And again, these are chances to kind of mingle with the fans, the sponsors, and the former players.
Sounds like a great lineup, and it will be impactful. But before we let you go, we have to ask, what is your take so far on the Lions season this year? Is anything sticking out to you?
Yeah, they ran into a wall that first week in Green Bay and then did a complete role reversal and are now one of, if not the hottest team in the NFL. And what an amazing win. Obviously, they killed the Bears, but then an amazing win against one of the better opponents in the NFL right now, the Baltimore Ravens the other night. So I think all things are forming, starting to build up in the Lions' favor to have a very successful season again.
Yes, let's hope for another repeat of that. Erik, thank you so much for joining us this morning and telling us all about it. We hope you have a wonderful event.
Of course. Thank you very much.
And if you or anyone you know is struggling with your mental health, there is always help available. Don't forget that. You can call or text the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988.